Welcome to Candid Conversations. Y'all like the way I did that. I am your co-host, Coach Ken Canion. I had to forget it. I almost forgot my name. AKA the professor, AKA the doctor. And I am alongside my co-host, AKA
Simply Net, Karen Canion, and or
Wookie. They don't know how you got the name Wookie.
How did I get the name Wookie?
You remember I used to call you all kinds of different names?
All kinds of different
Pet
names.
names.
Pet names.
Pet
yeah.
names.
Yes.
And we just kind of settled on Wookie.
We settled on Wookie. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yours has always been Quan.
Quan?
That's what I call you, Quan.
Oh, okay.
Wait
I
a
remember
minute.
you would say it, but
don't act like
I ain't never known there was no real nickname.
Yeah, that was when I wanted you to be a thug, like even though you didn't never wear Tim's, like a thug, Tim's, come to bed with some Tim's on, with your Tim lookalikes and your hat turned backwards, and a beater on. That was Quan.
I didn't wear no beater. My body wasn't ready for no beater.
I listen, it was ready for me, beat it.
It was
beat
ready
up.
for you.
Beat that's
I
what.
beat it up, didn't I? I used to beat it up. Yeah. Notice I said I used to. I still beat that thing up when I... Anyway, y'all, hey, listen, let us move into the show. First of all, welcome y'all to another episode of Candid Conversations. And listen, I want you to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. We are up over 200,000 subscribers on YouTube. Our subscriber list, follower list is steady growing.
Wow.
And I want to thank
Amazing.
all of you. And listen, the most important thing, this is our 1 year anniversary. 1 year, we started 1 year ago. 52 weeks ago, we set out to do something different to let people see a real world relationship that is a good relationship, not a perfect one, but a good one, and talk about real, raw issues. How do you think we've done?
I think we've done well. I think the number of people who inbox us, the number of people that stop us when we're out in public, the phone calls we get, it lets me know that we are doing something positive. And what people love is that we are real. We allow them into our real selves,
I agree,
so I think that's
100%.
what people, they realize that we're genuine.
First of all, y'all, they didn't know that. I want to thank our crew behind the scenes. I know they're never going to show their face. Now some of you know them because you come to our events. I want to give it up for our operations director, Alan Palmer, AP for short. Yeah. He's my guy.
And I call him P-Funk.
Yeah, but he's the one that keeps us rolling in his way
Make
of
my
being.
funk to P-Funk.
I'm
sorry.
Finish telling about him.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Forgive me.
Yeah, and he's the one, the anal one of the bunch who keeps us going, keeps us on task. I appreciate him for that. And let's give it up for the creative one in the bunch who makes sure all of this. Give it up for Taylor. She's the creative one for all the social media stuff, making this stuff happen.
Yes,
all right. So y'all give it up for our
and
team.
Funky and fresh.
She young. Yes. She got that young mind, where, we can be thinking like old folks sometimes. And y'all, that's why you see that our show has a look and feel to it that is younger.
Think like old people.
Yo, ass.
I don't never think old.
Okay. All right, getting back. So last week's show was you can't train no man.
Or how?
How do you train a man or whatever?
Can you?
It was can you? How? And I think it was a super good show. I think it was some good feedback. And I went back and looked at that show. And I thought about what we talked about. Because normally I don't like to see myself on camera. Even though I watch Unfaithful, I don't really like to. But I'm working on that this year. All right. But this show tonight, the last couple shows we've shown a video, but tonight you got a letter.
I have a letter. I went through some of our letters that we have. And I'd like to say, thank you to those who send letters. And if you have a question or a situation that you would like for us to discuss, please don't hesitate to inbox myself or Ken. We love our letters. But this one here tonight.
Okay. Put on your readers. Put on your readers.
The glasses help you hear better sometimes.
No.
They do for me.
No.
Before I read this, would you like to talk about our sponsor?
Oh, I think the only sponsor I got is the one who people been, we've been doing free sessions. If you're listening to this, our sponsor tonight is our Relationship Academy. And in the Academy, what we're doing now is for the month, this month, we're doing free sessions. I don't know when you're looking at this. We're doing free 30-minute sessions because there are a lot of people out there who always come to me and say, and I tell them the cost of the session, and they're quite expensive for some people. But we've decided for this month.
January?
This month, January, for right now, it may be February, but you can reach out to us at coachkencanion@gmail. It is our company email, coachkencanion@gmail.com. If you're interested in a free 30-minute session, we call these sessions "How Can I Help" sessions. And what we do is we dissect, either myself or Coach Rose, the lead coach in our academy. We will dissect what's going on in your relationships. Let's say you want a relationship. You don't have one. Let's say you got issues in your family. You want to figure it out. We will help you figure it out in 30 minutes, and then we're going to give you a solution. Now, we ain't going to just tell you we ain't going to just, willy-nilly. We're going to tell you what to do, and we want you to follow through. But it all starts with booking the session. They're going to be our sponsors for the next couple of weeks so that you can book a session because we want to make a difference in people's lives, period. Boom.
Okay, so tonight, thank you, sir. So tonight we have a letter.
Okay.
Dear Coach, help me please. I've been dating a guy for 2.5 years, and he just recently told me that he loved me and is talking about spending the rest of his life with me. The thought of finding a forever love gives me butterflies. My issue, and I need for you to tell me if it's a real issue. He is starting to say things like, my wife not going to wear wigs or weave, but I do. My wife going to cook for me every day, and I don't never cook. My wife can't wear revealing clothes. He says he wants a natural woman like his mother, grandmother, and aunts. But Coach, he's never seen me without some type of hair extension, lashes, nails, a body trainer. I've only cooked for him a few times in 2.5 years. It was all good, and now I don't know what to do. Please tell me, what do men want?
Wow. Okay. I mean, so what do you, okay. It's so much in that letter that I think we need to tackle. First off.
Okay, go ahead.
What were you going to ask me?
Here's the deal for me. So when you met her, according to her, for the past 2.5 years, she's had some type of weave. She's had some type of lashes. She wears, he's never seen her natural. And all of a sudden, you want this natural woman, but you weren't attracted to the natural woman in the beginning. And so is that not sending kind of mixed signals, or is it sounding like he's trying to control her at this point? Like,
I don't think he's trying to control her at all.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
I think what he's doing is he is communicating a message to her. Now, here's the problem. It's a mixed message to her. The mixed message is, it's kind of like the women get mixed messages all the time. I don't want no relationship, yet we keep doing the things what relationship people do. I don't want no relationship, but we keep going traveling to Belize and all these places. I don't want no relationship, but we keep smashing. I don't want no relationship. So it is a mixed message. Let me start there. However, I think what's happening nowadays, there's a broader issue here. I'll get to that answer.
Okay.
But the broader issue is women they are competing with themselves. So when a woman gets a BBL, the truth is, and I'm just using BBL because I know you didn't want to go there. We didn't say we were going there. But when a woman gets a BBL, does she get a BBL because of a man or because of a woman?
If I got a BBL, I would get a BBL because of me. because I don't like how my booty look. I wouldn't do it for another man. I wouldn't do it for another woman. I would do it strictly for me. And so that could be my only answer for that.
A lot of people are doing it because they're competing with other people. They're doing it because they're competing with other women. Everybody out here got a big ass, got a BBL. Then for me to compete, I got to do that. And so a lot of, I'm not saying everyone. No, we're just talking. I'm not saying everyone. But a lot of people, and if you told me you got a BBL because you didn't like the way your butt looked and I wanted my butt to look, you want your butt to look bigger, cool, because it was for you. But a lot of people won't admit what they're doing it for. They believe that they're inadequate. It's not coming from a space of I want to be better. I want to be better, okay? Because, I believe in plastic surgery. I lost 170 pounds and I've had skin removed. And so I believe in it, but I did it for me. It wasn't because someone else said it. It wasn't because I was competing with another dude. It wasn't because of any of that. It was because I wanted to make me feel better.
I can see how it could be looked at as a woman is competing with another woman. But for me, I think she is competing. Well, let me say this. I do not have a big butt.
But I like
I
your
would
butt.
love to have a big butt.
You would.
I have a
How
drop.
big though?
I have a drop dip booty. Yeah, it is almost like
Drop
they laid
dip?
me. Yeah, it dropped down and then it dipped. Like if you look at it at the right spot, it's a fat ass.
Yeah,
But you
yeah,
just
in that right
but
spot,
you just
that
gotta
thing.
look at the right spot. If you look at it from the side, it's like.
That's why I keep my eye on that spot.
But here's the deal.
Hey, look, I'll be like this. That's
But here's the
fire.
deal. Booties are something that I know that you're attracted to. Booties are something, because I came up with the word asthmatized because of you. Because you get asthmatized. Story time. One time we were in
But that ain't even the section of this.
One time we were in Atlanta at an art exhibit. This is when Ken did black art.
This
We
was
were
a
at
long time ago.
Listen,
Tell them that,
honey,
too.
it was a long time ago, okay?
Years before we were
Listen, let me
married.
tell my story.
right,
Story
go ahead.
time. And so it was me and Ken and the kids. We were in the
were
mall.
with us?
The kids were with us. We were in the mall, and he was having this serious conversation with an artist. And so a woman knows what her man wants. Now, y'all can say, I didn't know you was attracted to that. A woman knows what her man wants. So I saw the lady before Kenny did. And so he's having this serious conversation. I can see the angles that you took, and you went deep into your soul to do this piece. What was your...
No, I did. Why you? She tried to say I got stuck.
He got asthmatized. He forgot that he was talking to this lady about the inspiration of this artwork because this booty walked by. Now, if my insecurity would have taken over then and BBLs was a thing, I could have, that was something that I could have wanted or desired because I know that's something that you like.
Okay.
And so who am I competing with in that instance?
First off,
Am I competing with the woman, or am I doing that with the
But if you-
man?
but if you had got
am I
a
doing it
BBL
for the man, or am I doing it to be like for this? So what would you say
if
to
you
that
had
woman?
got a BBL because I looked at a BBL, I mean, BBL was one of the things back then. I don't even know if that was a thing. But if you looked at a woman because you said I looked at her, and I'm gonna get back to the story in a minute because I got to address the damn story. But if you looked
He got
at, if I
stuck.
looked at if you got the BBL because she got a BBL and it caused me to look at her, then you would be getting the BBL because why? Because
I want my man to desire me, because I want him to look at me
but
as he looks at other women. That's why some people get it. Not because they're competing with other women per se. That's not what's in their mind. In their mind, they just want their men to look at them like they look at Sally Mae Sue
But what if they ain't got
walking
no
in the
man?
mall
What if they're
with a big
single?
old.
I'm talking about. Okay, I get that part. If they want their man in there in a relation,
Or they
but what
may
if they're
want to be
single?
desired. They may
But
want
what
to
if
be
they're single?
desired.
Don't every man don't like a big ass BBL?
But if that's what, so I'm gonna ask you this right here.
Yes.
Every man doesn't like a BBL.
Especially don't want to marry a BBL. I'm glad we're having this conversation. Because can I offer my opinion?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you didn't have no big ass. But remember, I rank a big ass. I like a big ass. It looks good. But I rank the things I rank. Well, remember what I told you? I rank beauty first. You a pretty girl. Remember? Then I said a teeth for me.
Mm-hmm.
A big ass was fourth or fifth on my list. All right? Remember what we talked about? But the thing is, I married a woman because those things that I wanted, she had. Now, look, you might have wanted a man with a six-pack. I might have had a six-pack on my back. On my back full of 6 rows. Now, but you might have wanted a man with a six-pack. But here's the thing. Because a person likes an attribute, it doesn't make that attribute the determining factor of whether you're going to be my wife.
That is so true. That is true.
That's the part that women don't get.
Well, but what women do get.
What they get? Because the nigga want to bust a BBL?
What they do get is what they see. And they don't see
Instagram models, fake Instagram models with fake stuff, baby. I go here. I'm sorry, I keep interrupting.
No.
I'm sorry, go
I'm
on.
saying in a club. I remember
in the club.
I remember being 300 pounds in the club with my friends, and my personality ain't have shit to do with somebody asking me to dance. What's something else that a man likes? My humor had nothing to do with the attention that I got in the club. And so you have to that's
personality.
Real. No, I'm saying real life. In real life, nobody sees your personality first.
Here's the thing. Can I say something to you?
Yeah.
What we're doing right now is what people make a calculation every day. They calculate that the physical thing, the physical attraction is more important. I get it. That's the initial attraction. But it's more important than any kind of mental, emotional, intellectual attraction. And it's not true. It is what gets you in the door of a man. Yeah, but that don't make a man commit to you because you got a big ass. I'm sorry.
What
That's
do you think,
misnomer.
audience? I don't want to cut you off, but audience, what do you think? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It is a big. So let me ask you.
We gotta tie it back to the letter. Our producers just sent a thing.
We did
sent us a thing.
Tie
this shit back to the letter.
Okay, go back to the letter. We did get throwed off. Okay. So what does a man want? That's what I was getting ready to ask you. What does a man want? How? Okay, if looks aren't, they're important, but they aren't like the BBLs and the hair.
Right.
How big is intimacy on that list? And I'm not talking about sex.
I don't know how big intimacy is on his list, but here's what I do know. I do know if he's saying out of his mouth, I don't want a woman that wears wigs. He's saying out of his mouth lashes. What he's not saying is he sees this woman with all of those things. He wants to get a message across to her, but he is unwilling to communicate that message directly.
So you think that, so he has communication.
Yeah, he got communication issues.
Okay.
If he's communicating, what he's saying is, I don't want this, but my woman is exhibiting that.
What would be a better way for him to say that to her?
A better way would be to say, you know what, baby? I love those eyelashes. I love the color of your eyes. I love to see your eyes without the lashes. Notice what I just said. I told you something that I loved, and I told you something I'd rather see along with something I love. Now, why is that important? Because the other person can accept what you just said. If I say, I don't want your ass wearing no more lashes, you'd be like, forget you. I've been wearing these lashes for the last 3 years. But if I tell you, I love the color of your eyes. I would love to see your eyes without the lashes. Now all of a sudden, okay, I'll take my lashes. You do it all the time, Ned. When I tell you I want to see you in something, what do? I love it. You try to get it. We did the crop top the other day.
Yes.
Remember I said, oh, that looks good in you. I would love to see you in that and this. And now you're like, I want to do it because what I've done, I'm telling you what I want, not what I don't want. See the difference? I'm telling you what I like, not what I don't like.
Okay.
I did an interview at a podcast the other night, and this is so powerful. I said, every one of you men in this podcast is used to hearing what you don't do. Is used to hearing what you're not, what you are. You're not used to hearing what you do. Like, for instance, if your woman came to you and said to you, I love it the way you pay the mortgage every month. I don't ever have to worry about us not having a place to stay. What would you think? They said, boy, that would mean so much. It would be important. It would be impactful. I want to work 3 jobs. Why? Because I told you what I love about you, as opposed to what I like, what I want, what you do, not what you don't do. So if he was a better communicator, first thing, I'm going to go to him and say, there is something you desire, communicate it in a way that she can receive it.
Okay. So she asked the question.
Okay, go ahead.
What do men want? And so that's why I said, is intimacy something that men want?
I think intimacy is something they want, but you have to discover how what intimacy means to that person.
To that person.
Right. Because for me, intimacy is, remember the other day, I was like, I love it when you rub my head. Remember how I'll be about dozing off? That's intimacy.
Okay.
That's intimacy for me.
Okay.
Okay. Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay. What about, and you just spoke of this gratitude.
Yeah.
When you said, look, I love it when you pay the mortgage. So men want gratitude, right?
Men want appreciation.
Appreciation.
That's what they want.
Okay.
Men want appreciation. See, women always say stuff like, this. I want a leader. If you want a leader, appreciate him as a follower. Now notice what I just said. If you want a man to take another role, appreciate the role he's already taken.
Oh, that's...
If you want me to do something different, appreciate what I've done. And all of a sudden, now I have a reference point. I have a benchmark to know that if I step into a new realm, that you will appreciate that realm because you appreciate me even though I've made mistakes. You, even me in my marriage with my wife, which is you. You have appreciated me even when I've had missteps. And you've appreciated me through those missteps. So when I'm willing to when I come to you and say, I want to turn this room that we're in into a room where we can create content, and you like, I don't want to turn our house already a mixed use house. And then you say to me, and I say, honey, I don't know why, but I have to do this. Would you? Now, and if you say no, I won't do it. Remember that conversation? If you say no, I won't do it. But then you say, well, why? And I said, I don't know why. I just got a feeling. And that was like 1.3 million followers ago.
Okay.
When we had that. That was a smaller company. Now we're growing into a big company. But I didn't know why. But you appreciated me for the small things I've done. And I think that's the reason why. That's the reason why I was willing to take the risk. But that's all I'm saying.
So how important is loyalty to a man? Do you think that
supremely important?
You scared me.
Supremely important.
I was going to say, sir. Yes, sir.
Respect, a loyalty, and appreciation. Bottle them 3 up, and you can figure a man is so easy. Respect him, okay? Appreciate the things that he does, and be loyal to his ass.
What does loyalty look like for a man? And other than not cheating on him.
Yeah, it ain't even about cheating.
What does loyalty look like?
Loyalty looks like you got my back. You got my back with the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's loyalty. You got my back because when the money flowing, it's easy to get a person's back. It's when the money not flowing. You got my back then. You know what I'm saying? It's when the IRS came to me and say, hey, Mr. Canion, you owe this amount of money. And I'm looking like, huh? Well, that's what loyalty looks like. So, that's what I would say.
At the end of the day, what would you tell her to do? What advice would you give her?
Number one, I would give her the advice because she's not sure what he wants.
Right.
I would say, go to him and let's communicate. And here's where we start. I would say, I've heard what you said. Validate first. I've heard the things that you've said, that you don't want a person to wear a wig. I wear a wig. I've heard what you said when you said, I don't want a person to have lashes. Now, first thing, validate, okay? Number one.
I heard what you said. Validate there.
Validate their feelings, and you have a right to feel that way, all right? Second thing is you explain to them what you heard in context of them. I've heard you said you don't want this. However, I'm wearing this. I'm addressing this. Now, then what I would say is, I would say, ask a question. Would you like me to stop wearing wigs? Is that what you would like? Is that what I would love to have a discussion about that. Okay. Would you like me to stop wearing lashes? You know that I wear them. I want to have a discussion about that. And because the whole point is not changing a person's mind in communication. The whole point is having a deeper communication.
Okay.
That's the point. And once we have a deeper communication, we get to the true feelings of why he feels that way. Because most people just tell you what they're feeling.
And not why.
And not why.
Wow.
And not
That's
why.
good. That's why I like you, because you all smart and stuff.
you
You ain't just fine. You just so
You still
smart.
cute. We've been together 30-some years and you still cute.
Did he
you know
say-
what?
did he say
Because a
the
big
years?
BBL will drop. And it don't look like a BBL. It look like a HTL.
Do your
It
booty
look like
hang
HTL
low, do it
LM.
wobble to the floor.
Hey, look.
Can you tie it in a knot? Can you tie it in a bow? Can you throw it over your shoulder like a continental soldier? Do your booty hang low? I just have always wanted to sing.
Is that a song for real?
No,
Oh, you just made that up.
no, it's do your ears hang low? Is it your ears? It's something
I ain't
else.
never heard that. Oh,
What is it? What's the real thing, y'all? Y'all don't know?
we don't know. That's why they in here laughing. They don't know, and I don't know either. But that
I
was
forget the real thing.
that was
It
a
made
nice
me
song.
forget.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, well, hold on, y'all. We didn't. Do you know we haven't gotten any orders this week for the moment of truth, y'all?
Wow.
Hold on. Sure. Hold up your card.
Okay.
Let me give it to him. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Okay.
And
My
let
bad.
Taylor
My
switch
bad,
on me.
man. Okay.
And while
Oh.
you getting this stuff, Taylor can switch on me. Okay, y'all. This is part of the show is where we read from the moment of truth. We have a card game. We had it long before everybody else's. And we developed this card game so you could really get to know someone. Think about it. You could ask serious questions in a fun way. So we created the first version. It was the classic. Then we created the second version, which is the sex version for all you freaks out there. And so you can get them in a combo. And right now, Net,
Yes.
a.k.a. Wookie, a.k.a. Karen Kane, is about to read one of the cards.
I don't know if we've read this one before.
But we done did 52 weeks, so we've been reading a lot of the cards over the weeks.
There's so many that we haven't read, but
Okay, give me one.
okay, let's see. Okay, I don't know if we've done this one, but
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
You find out that you have a sexually transmitted disease. Have we done this one?
No, just bring it back. Memories.
You have multiple sex partners. You would A, not tell either one of them about the results. B, go to each of them and blame them. C, you better lay low. That's what Whitney Houston said. Lay low and hope they tell you. Or D, leave all of them alone and find other partners.
Okay, baby, I gotta be honest. This happened to me. When I was in college, my ex-girlfriend, I had gotten VD from this other girl. I had gotten
Do people even say VD
I
anymore?
got
Do young
I
people
got
know what
a
VD
sexually
is?
transmitted disease, STD, from one partner. and I gave it to my girlfriend. I'm just.
Is that the same as burning somebody?
Yes. Yes.
Yearning a man and at the same time burning a man. Okay, go ahead.
What's up with you always singing tonight? What's up with you just singing tonight? Okay.
Ain't no her
and
worth
I told
getting
her,
burned while you up in it. Ain't that what it's saying?
I told her that I went to the doctor and said I blamed it on her. And she cried. She was like, I've never been with anybody.
She cried.
But I felt so bad that I blamed her and I knew it was me, but I didn't want to lose her. So I went back, I said, and I told her the next, I went back to the doctor. He said, oh, I didn't have nothing, but you still need to take these pills. Just in case. I'm wrong. I'm so wrong.
If you are one of the 200,000 listeners, college girlfriend, on behalf of my husband, I'm sorry. I can't believe that. Y'all, we are the Grand Canions.
Bro,
Thank
you gotta ask
you.
them what they would do.
Oh, y'all, what would you do? That just threw me out.
I didn't mean
What
to
would
throw
you
you
do?
off,
You
baby.
find out you have a sexually transmitted disease, you have multiple sex partners. You would, A, not tell any one of them the results. B, go to each of them and blame them. C, lay low and hope they tell you. D, leave them all alone and find sex partners. Or E,
I wouldn't always
give them
coach
some
you.
pills and tell them to take the pills.
Look, y'all, we've had fun tonight, but at the end of the day, I appreciate you, Net. But I want to say the sponsor this month is simply me. If you want to book a session with me or my lead coach, Coach Rose, who is amazing, and you want to find out, and you got challenges in your relationship, you want to find out what's going on with you. Maybe you're stuck in a rut. Maybe you want to communicate better. Maybe you want to get a relationship this year. If that is you, I want you to email me at coachkencanion@gmail. Coach Ken Canion. Look up my name on one of these. coachkencanion@gmail. Email us and say, hey, I want a 30-minute session. I want to figure it out, coach. And we will book you that 30-minute session. Because we want to help as many people as humanly possible this year. All right, that's it, baby.
Thank you guys for joining us on another Thursday evening. And until next time, hey, happy year anniversary for us tonight, baby. And until next time, we're the Grand Canions, and we are